out early and thought, right, I've got a bit of company here, let's suffer for the cause. The next heat is the one at first of the only two seeded heats in the 800 freestyle. Sun Yang, Ryan Cochran, Paul Johansson, the big names in the middle of the pool.
Ryan Cochran coming to the 800 after his superb bronze in the 4.
Yeah, good swim from Cochran. It gave him confidence that if he can win a medal at the 400, which is, by his own admission, perhaps the weaker of the 3 events in the programme for him, then what's stopping him on the other ones? While Sun Yang in 5, keep your eye on the way he constructs his races, the stroke frequency that he brings to his races, and the efficiency that he has in doing all of those things.
Sanchez in 0, Vogel from Germany in 1, Joly of France next door to Paul Johansson. European silver in 2014 for the man from the Faroes. Cochran, of course, Commonwealth champion, Olympic silver in the 15. Sun Yang, the winner of the 400 and defending champion on the 8. Peter Bernek of Hungary, 5th in the 400, so did well there again as a distance man. Mika in the European final.
Lovely underwater shot of Sun Yang. Look at how he reaches. I won't forget a chance to see that again. Good turns from Cochran, aren't they, compared with Sun Yang? For a distance man, Cochran does get good skills and good distance off every wall.
He's swimming so many 1500s and a few 800s in his career. You wonder when, I mean, Cochran said that it was his last Commonwealth Games. And often you see the distance men coming down to the 400. Just as almost a pre-retirement swim, but the quality there for a bronze medal. Sun Yang, just as he always does, he's outreaching every swimmer. Beautiful pacing.
Well, the underwater cams, you do get a good view of the rotation of the body on this freestyle. As the body rotates with the reach of the arm, then it reduces the resistance that you're offering to the water, and that's key in swimming such a dense medium, the water. Every time you can shave a little bit or gain a little bit of streamlining on the stroke, then you need to.
Well, positioning themselves in the early stages, as you'd expect, from 7:45 out to 7:55, 10 seconds covering the field, but class across the field. Roszkowski of the Netherlands in lane 9, not making that position affect him much. Good arrowhead, but it's not a deep arrowhead at the moment, as they begin to, you know, a little bit of a chess game early on. What kind of pace are we going to set here with the likes of Jaeger, Stephen Milne, Paltrinieri, Horton, McBroom, Hjorta, Wojtak? There's a queen of talent to come in the final heat. Only 8 places in the final.
We've already seen a 7:49 from the previous heat. So that's going to be 1. I'm guessing. Look at this. 6, 7 swimmers in a line here. Now they're all just pushing kind of at the edge of the envelope that they feel like they can do at this point in the race. Now, as the race goes on, Sun Yang, I'm guessing in the next 200 meters or so, is going to push the pace forward a bit. Cochrane probably will go with him as well, and then the rest of the field will just be grit and try and hang on as the leaders pull away.
Yeah, it's always difficult to know just what kind of effort you need to make when you're going heats to finals. There's a certain safety in semi-finals, even although they can be tough to get into, but there's a safety knowing that you get one of those 16 places. But Cochrane and Sun Yung not getting their own way. It's lane 2, Damien Joly of France just makes a little bit of an effort going into the wall.
Now you see, here is where they're making their decisions now. People are just beginning to up the tempo very slightly, asking questions of the others, saying, well, I'm going to have to go now because I can't be involved in a 6-way fight on the final 100 meters. Now you're going to see the field scatter a little bit.
Val Johnson in 3, just starting to drift off the pace. He's never been the strongest of sprinters at the end. And making a bid, it's the Frenchman, Joly. Cochrane covering. You'll see him on his right as he breezes to that side. Sun Yung just getting ready to do one of those little showboat finishes. Going through the 600, 3/4. Now they want to build this 200. It's great pacing here in the penultimate heat, holding 29s quite easily in the last 100. The 50 pacing, ever so important. Joly on 29 mid. Sun Yang just put in a very low 29 there, just to move him up. It's almost as if he's using Cochrane as a pacemaker.
He knows exactly how Cochrane's going to swim this, and you're right, just sit on the shoulder of Cochrane. Well, I did think a couple of 100 meters ago that Sun Yang might be the one that would edge away from the field, but he didn't really do that. Changed his mind. But now you can see that in the last 150 meters, 200 meters, that these top 3 have upped the pace, and the rest of the field, while they were sitting comfortably through the first 400, can't live with this kind of pacing.
29 lows. It's a good swim from Damien Joly. Entered on 7:51. And Sun Yang in 50 meters has just taken 3 meters lead on Ryan Cochrane. A measure of the talent of the man and his current conditioning is Cochrane and Joly might come under pressure from a very fast finishing Marc Sanchez of Spain in lane 0. Where's he been all the swim? Sun Yung easily leading them home in the penultimate heat. 7:47, perfectly pitched. Cochrane and Joly in the battle, and Cochrane gets the better of that finish. 7:50s. Fast finishing Spaniard, 7:51. All under the entry times, apart from obviously the top boys.
Yeah, Sanchez, he was going very well a couple of years ago, training with Fred Vernieu and Maria Belmonte, and Belmonte not here because she's injured, but then he got a heart condition, put him in hospital for a week, had to cut down on his training for 3 months. That put a big hole in last season's training. Now he's coming back to form in his preparation for Rio, and it's good to see him swimming a positive 800 here.
Confirming the 7:47 penultimate heat time winner for Sun Yung.